Okay, it is December, and we have got more NBA predictions here on the channel. December 1st, and a Sunday slate here for the NBA. We've got 10 games here on the channel today for, again, our daily NBA predictions. And folks, if you have not yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more daily NBA predictions here on the channel. We are about less than 75 subscribers away from 20,000 subscribers, which is crazy. So make sure, let's hit that 20,000 subscriber goal. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. We will have a 20K special video. Now, I don't know entirely what's going to be in that 20K special video, but it'll be on the channel, and we will announce a giveaway of sorts that will take place for the most part, partially on YouTube, partially on Instagram. So make sure you hit that link in the description down below to follow me on Instagram, because that's how we will do the giveaway. We'll figure it out. We'll see. But anyways, just make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Let's get to 20,000 and let's make that happen in the first place. Again, college basketball predictions on the channel daily as well. Today we had one hell of a slate posted earlier today. We went fishing for some value in this video. I kid you not. So that's on the channel as well. Let's get in now to our daily NBA predictions. And we start off in Brooklyn, New York with the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Orlando Magic. Guys, I'm not going to take the Nets right now. We have taken the Brooklyn Nets a lot. The Brooklyn Nets have won us a lot of money this season. I can't pick them right now. No Cam Thomas, out for 3 weeks. That really sucks. And now Brooklyn, for some reason, again, earlier this year, they were considering shopping Cam Thomas. I still think they are going to do that. There's a chance Cam Thomas gets moved to the trade deadline. Guys, that makes zero sense. I really hope they don't do that. He is everything for this basketball team. He's a clutch shooter. He's a great shooter. And they have supporting pieces. Dennis Schroeder, Cameron Johnson, who sure are both playing. No DFS, but still, and I know again what you're going to think, or I guess some NBA fans are going to think, Cam Thomas then to the Lakers. I'm serious. Let's make it happen. No, we have Austin Reeves. I'll get to the Los Angeles Lakers. I have some words to say. I have some words to say about the Lakers. Just wait. But again, until Cam Thomas comes back, I can't take the Nets. These two teams just played a couple days ago, and Orlando beat them by 23 points. That was in Orlando. No, that was in Brooklyn too. What changes? Schroeder's back, guys. I like Dennis Schroeder, but Dennis Schroeder is not going to make the difference of 15 points in this basketball game, all right? Orlando's the better squad. They have the best player on the court, Franz Wagner. They should dominate the basketball game, okay? When's Paolo coming back? Is there an update on Paolo Banchero? We have not checked in on this guy in a while. So a month ago, he was going to be reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks. So Paolo's got to be back somewhat soon. Again, I'm so interested to see what the dynamic's going to be on this basketball team with Franz Wagner, the way he's been playing, plus, of course, Paolo. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Again, we won't know until Paolo comes back. But for now, Orlando's playing good enough basketball without Banchero. So we're going to take the Magic, the same team that literally just won in the same setting a couple days ago by, 23 points. Again, Dennis Schroeder, love the guy. But he's not going to cover 15 points for us in this basketball game. He's not going to make the difference between 15 points, all right? Orlando's still the better team. This feels like a pretty easy pick. Again, give me the Magic to win. Usually when teams play back-to-back games, the team that won the first game, but this is what I found this season, the team that wins the first game, 8 times out of 10 wins the second game. Give me Orlando to take care of business. I don't really feel too concerned about this pick. This is the third best team in the Eastern Conference right now. Give me Orlando. Next up, we go on to the Indiana Pacers versus the Memphis Grizzlies. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm taking the Pacers again. I know, guys. I know. Okay? I know. Okay? But, guys, hear me on my logic here, okay? The Pacers are playing the Grizzlies. What month is it now, guys? December. What happens in December? It snows. Who's the winter soldier? Tyrese Halliburton. He has to perform this month. It's his month. The man loves to play in the snow. Let's go. Pacers. Cover the 7.5 points. They beat Memphis. I get it. The Grizzlies are good. But the Pacers have kind of turned a corner, but then they lost to the Pistons, negating everything I've been saying about this Indiana team, which sucks. But come on. Indiana, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Again, Tyrese is still playing better. I don't care. Again, as long as Halliburton can get it going, by the time we get to the playoffs, this team should be fine. Tyrese right now averaging 18-9. Again, for the horrible start he had to the year, 18-9 don't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. He's, eclipsed that 18-point mark in the last 5 games he's played. The assist numbers are still there. Tyrese is just shooting the basketball better, which is all we needed to see. Perfect. As long as Tyrese can continue to do this for this Pacers team, we will be fine with Indiana. Again, eventually, guys, this is like hitting back iron every single time you shoot, okay? Like, you know that you're making progress, but, eventually these shots are going to fall. This is the value we're playing here with Indiana. Eventually, these shots are going to fall. So why not us today at 12:30? You know, why not us 30 afternoon, half past noon? Is that the right terminology? I don't know. I'm not from the 60s. I don't use that. I have a clock. I have a clock on my phone. Why not us? Why not us right now? This is why we play Indiana, to go on the road to beat Memphis. I get it. The Grizzlies have won 5 in a row. Oh. They're due for a loss, guys. They're so due. This team's good. I completely understand this. We're just, yeah. I will never give up on the Indiana Pacers. I'll never give up. Give me Indiana to go on the road and beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, to our next one. The game of the day, by far. The game of the day. The Boston Celtics take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. You've got the 16-3 Boston Celtics taking on the 17-3 Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, Cleveland, prior to their last 2 games, were 17-1, their only loss being the Celtics. I thought there was a very good chance they would be 19-1 going into this basketball game, but the Atlanta Hawks happened, beating Cleveland in back-to-back games in both Cleveland and in Atlanta. The Hawks securing the number 1 seed and an automatic berth into the knockout round of the in-season tournament while they're in the same group as both Boston and Cleveland, which is crazy. But shout out to Trae Young and the guys over there in Atlanta. We tell you to take the Hawks a lot. Look, well, actually, no, we haven't. Kind of have told you to take the Hawks a lot. They've been performing for us. They win yesterday against Charlotte, like we predicted. Okay. Cleveland's 2 losses are concerning, guys. They just are. This is a team, again, that starts the season 17-1. You lose back-to-back games. That is concerning. Now you get the best team in basketball. Yes, I am officially handing off the moniker of best team in basketball from the Cleveland Cavaliers to the Boston Celtics. It's just a fact right now, guys. Boston's playing like the best team in the country, or in the association. They've beat good teams. Los Angeles Clippers, Timberwolves, Cavs, Nets. They've beat good teams. Who's their last loss? The Atlanta Hawks. God, the Hawks are now the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. They're 10-11. My goodness. Wow. Give me Boston, though. Again, Cleveland's back-to-back losses to Atlanta aren't good. You know, again, I like the Hawks, but losing back-to-back to this Atlanta team, not great. Again, we like Donovan Mitchell, obviously. He's a great basketball player. We like what Darius Garland's able to do some nights. Isaac Okoro had a big night the other night, but like, again, Boston's just the way better team right now, it feels like. It feels like Boston's firing on all cylinders with Tatum, with Jaylen Brown. Obviously, Kristaps is back as well. He's played 2 games. He's averaging 19 points a night. Kristaps, he's picked off right where he left off, man. Boston right now is just playing like the better basketball team. Give me the Boston Celtics. If we get, right now, guys, the way that we're treating the Celtics is like how we treat the Detroit Lions, which is historically a very odd sentence to say, but hear me out. Whenever we give the Detroit Lions at anywhere near plus money or even money, we hammer it. I'm not saying hammer an NBA basketball, an NBA regular season game just because some of these get weird, and the games in Cleveland. But if we get Boston anywhere near even money on the money line, we take it. Boston minus 125. That's just the rule I'm putting on the Celtics right now. Minus 125 Boston. They'll win the basketball game on the road in Cleveland. Next up, we go on to the New York Knicks taking on the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, again, we have another rule on the channel here. If we see the New Orleans Pelicans, we fade. We fade, we fade, we fade, and we fade some more. The New York Knicks win this basketball game, and they do it easily. Guys, since we have started to fade the New Orleans Pelicans, they have covered twice? They've won twice. They've covered like 4 times. And I started fading this team a month ago. It's not a money glitch because it doesn't happen 100% of the time. But this fade the Pelicans no matter what strategy is hitting at a 90% rate right now on the spread. We ball. Let's go. Next, New York covers the 12.5 points. We're going to continue to do this. And again, I'm going to continue to do this until I see consistent output out of their stars. Again, we move the benchmarks for them, obviously. But now, as I always said too, once they get all their stars back, all right, we'll consider them. Brandon Ingram's not playing this game. McCollum's playing. DeJounte Murray's playing. Guys, those guys haven't been all that great this season. I know Murray's coming off the injury. Actually, McCollum's had 2 back-to-back good games, but this is still a half G League team here at the Pelicans. Alvarado's still out. We don't take the Pelicans. We just don't. I don't care. The Knicks only beat the Hornets by 1 point in their last game. We told you to take the Hornets in that basketball game, even without LaMelo Ball, even though I recorded it the night before and didn't know LaMelo wasn't playing. But still, we hit. Sure, the Knicks aren't playing their best basketball, but they've won, 6 6 out of 8, they should dominate this Pelicans team. They beat the Nuggets by 20 plus points. They beat the Suns by 16 points. What are they going to do against the worst team in basketball right now? And by far the worst team in basketball. Oh, Wizards, Pelicans would be one hell of a game. Yeah, they beat the Wizards. The Wizards are just so bad. Give me the Knicks to dominate. Game is in it's in New York. Oh, it's in the Garden. Minus 12.5. It seems free, guys. It seems free. Knicks minus 12.5. They win the basketball game. Next up, we go to the 6th. The Toronto Raptors take on the Miami Heat. Again, these two teams just played. I get it. Venues have been swapped this time. We go from down south at South Beach in Miami, Florida, all the way up to Toronto, up north. I get that. But we just saw this game, and the Heat won it by 10 points. I get it again. Different location. We're now in Toronto. We're in Canada. We're in a different country this game. I get that. The Raptors, by the way, finally won their first game in America a couple days ago. Let's clap it up. They finally won a game in America. Of course, it was the New Orleans Pelicans. But still, again, we talk about this young Raptors core. We talk about it every single video. Barnes, Dick, and Barrett. Again, no Dick for the Raptors this game. Obviously, we're talking about Grady Dick. I believe he's still out. But it's fine. It's this young core that's going to, continue to, develop together. Barnes is going to continue to develop. Dick's going to continue to develop. RJ Barrett's going to continue to develop. These guys are going to be good. These guys are going to be a really solid, core for this Raptors team. Jakob Poeltl has been a solid 5 for this team as well this season. I think Miami does win this basketball game. I've been very hesitant to take Miami all season long. I'll be honest with you. I just have. Nothing wows me about this team. I'm sorry. I really can't get behind Tyler Hero as a number one. I feel like that's just not a recipe for success, even though it has kind of been working for the Heat this season. They're 9-8. But I don't know. I've been very hesitant on taking Miami all year long. I'll be the first to say that. I'm still taking them to cover this line because we're getting a pretty solid line on this. Again, sure, the line's a little bit inflated for the Raptors because of their last 2 home games where they took on the Timberwolves in one and they beat, was it Sacramento they beat at home? I think it was Sacramento. I think it was the Kings. No, it was the Pacers. They beat the Kings a while ago at home. But still, I get why the line's 4.5. But I just think, again, we just saw these two teams play. Miami won the game by 10 points. I get the game's in a different spot, but I still think Miami wins the basketball game. Give me the Heat minus 4.5. They should be able to get it done up in Toronto. Next up, we get the Houston Rockets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Another one of these spots. Like the Boston Celtics, guys, if we get the Thunder at plus money or at close to even money, we take it. OKC minus 125. This is the game, guys, where the Houston Rockets, we've been waiting on it all season long. I kid you not. We've been waiting on the Rockets' downfall this entire season. This is where it happens right now. Okay? This is not the first time, by the way, I've said, here comes the Rockets' downfall. No, it's right now it happens. Okay? It's it, right here. Here's the trajectory. Get it? Rocket ship crashes and burns. Houston, we've got a problem. This is now the end of the Rockets. This is where this Linsanity Cinderella run ends. Listen to this 4-game stretch they've got. OKC, in Sacramento, in Golden State, who's kind of been imploding. I don't know about Golden State. In Los Angeles. And then, they get to play the shit-sucking Pelicans. Still, OKC's the better basketball team. Just saw his team beat the Lakers. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander restored everything that I knew about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, that he is one of the best players in the NBA. Back-to-back back-to-back games in California. 37, 35, 36. He is exactly what they say he is. Isaiah Hartenstein, we've known he's going to be a huge help for this Thunder team. With Chet out, Hartenstein has done his job. He's pulled in 14, 15, 18 rebounds a night. Give me OKC. Better basketball team. The Rockets, Jalen Green's the most confusing player in all of basketball. I'm so serious. He's so confusing. This guy puts up 41 points the other night, and then some games will put up 9 points. I don't understand what happens. He puts up 14, 17, 10, 9, and then randomly explodes for 41 in their overtime win over the Sixers. He's the most confusing basketball player ever. He's not a consistent basketball player, and he's not a consistent number 1 for the Rockets as well. That's why we are fading. Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder to go to Houston, Texas, and win the basketball game. As we go on to our next one here, I feel like this is like that scene in The Simpsons where, I think it's The Simpsons, where they're all pointing at Bart. I think it's Bart. I think it's they're pointing at. I know who Bart Simpson is. I'm trying to remember the scene. If I wasn't afraid of getting copyright struck, what's the past? Whatever. If I wasn't concerned about getting copyrighted here, I would play the clip. But it's that clip where they're all in the classroom and the kids go, say the word, say the thing. I think it was Bart. And I don't know what Bart says, I'll be honest. But I feel like this is me. We're taking the Lakers on the spread and to win. I have not, full transparency, I have not picked against the Lakers yet this season. I said the very first NBA video we made this year that, you know, I'm going to dig the Lakers a lot. We're going to be on a roller coaster all year long with the Lakers. It's going to, you know, it's going to be crazy because we're going to be, you know, we're going to be really high on the Lakers and then we're going to say, oh, I hate this team. I still haven't picked against the Lakers yet this season. But guys, the Jazz aren't going to be the first team I pick against the Lakers. Guys, we're saving this for a big night. And as I'm looking at their schedule, I'm not going to pick them to lose the Timberwolves. I'm not going to pick them against the Heat. I'm not going to pick them to lose the Heat. December 6th, I'll consider it. In Atlanta, ooh, that feels like a bad spot for the Lakers. In Atlanta, a team that's been hot right now, that's winning basketball games. Shout out Trae Young, he's got help now. That might be my spot to pick against the Lakers. And then I'm going to come on here and say, you know what? I got a great pick. We're taking the Los Angeles Lakers to win the basketball game. I'm taking them to beat the Jazz, though, guys. What am I supposed to do? Take Utah, 4-15 team? I don't care how bad the Lakers are playing. I don't care Anthony Davis had his 6-game MVP run, then he turned into Brooklyn Kevin Garnett. He hasn't, but he hasn't been great. I'm not going to lie. Dalton Connect's been our best scorer. Oh, my goodness. This is, it's getting disheartening, guys. This hurts. It hurts. I'm just going to say it hurts. Seeing LeBron put up 15 points a night. It's not going to remain that way, obviously, but it's just like, I don't know. Utah's not good, though. They're not. We told you the Mavs are going to beat them. Happened. I'm telling you the Lakers are going to beat them. It's in Utah. I really don't care. We saw these two teams play earlier in the year, November 19th. Lakers were up huge. Dalton Connect put up 40 points. They're up by 30 at one point in the game. They won the game by 6. So Lakers, they didn't cover for us. I didn't bet it, but if you did, I felt your pain. I did that all season long last year. Trust me, there were so many nights where I was up until 1 in the morning. I was just, I need the Lakers to cover the 15.5 points. Guys, there was a game last year. Oh, God, what game was it? Maybe I'll try to find it on the schedule right now. Who was it? I was crashing out. They didn't cover this game. Oh, God, it must have been, okay, this is second semester, so what game was it? I'm trying to think. They were in Los Angeles, and they had a game they had it easily covered. They were winning by a lot the entire game. I think it was Chicago. I think it was the Chicago game. There was a game where D'Angelo Russell pulls up from half court when they had the game covered easily. I think it is this game. Is it? Was it? No, maybe it wasn't this game. No, I think it was. Yes, it was. They were, oh God, they won the game by 9 points. I think they were getting, 11.5? No, it was not this game because they were 5.5 point favorites. There was a game last year where, I don't know why I'm getting sidetracked this much, but there was a game last year where the Lakers were up huge the entire game. And D'Angelo Russell pulled from half court, like when they were up, when they needed to cover by more, like they were just, I don't know, they were choking the entire time. Or they were up big and they just choked at the very end, the spread. Was it was not the Memphis game. I don't remember what game it was. Oh no, was it Washington? It might have been, no, Wizards, that was a close game. Oh God, what game was it? I had a really brutal stretch betting on the Lakers last year, I'm not gonna lie. It was Detroit. No, it was not Detroit. What game was it? Oh, was it Charlotte? It might have been Charlotte. No, because they didn't cover that closely. I don't know. I'll get back to you one of these days about that game. I don't remember which one it was. Was it? No, it definitely wasn't the Raptors. So that game was close. It might have been OKC. It was OKC, I think. No, they were underdogs in the game. I don't remember. Regardless, it might have been I don't know what game it was. Whatever. The Lakers sometimes don't cover these spreads because they do stupid stuff and they just barely win basketball games. We just gotta pray, guys, that they cover the 7.5 points. Okay, I wouldn't bet on it because the inconsistency of the Lakers right now. But guys, the Lakers aren't not beating the Jazz, so let's ride. Lakers minus 7.5. Next up, Portland and Dallas. The Trailblazers are weird. They just are. Again, we're gonna talk about a really weird team in the next game. Sacramento. Hear me out. We're taking Portland to cover. Oh, I butchered this. That should be plus 7.5. That's my fault. We're taking Portland plus 7.5. We're taking the Mavs to win the basketball game. Okay. Portland's good enough to cover, okay? They've turned into a completely different team other than when they play the Memphis Grizzlies. When they play the Memphis Grizzlies, you just can't count on this team. But if they're playing anybody but Memphis, this team surprisingly just covers. They've got guys who can just randomly go off. DeAndre Ayton scored 26 points the other night. Shaedon Sharpe will go off some nights. Every Simons, Jeremy Grant, obviously the backbone of this basketball team. They've got injuries. Robert Williams, Donovan Clingan, I believe Scoot's hurt too. Chris Murray is injured, not like he does too much, but he's on the court sometimes. Still, they're at home. They're getting 7.5. Dallas again did us well the other night against Utah. Luka's not back yet. Clay's not playing. I still think Dallas wins, but 7.5 just feels like too much. It's similar to the line we got in that Jazz game where you took Dallas, but obviously, again, Portland's a better team at home than what the Jazz are, and it's pretty clear. So give me the Portland Trailblazers to cover the 7.5 points. They will do it. I don't think they win, but I think they keep the game competitive. Again, it's at the Moda Center. It's at the Rose Garden. Give me the Trailblazers to cover this line against the Dallas Mavericks. Next up, we go to this team. Sacramento Kings. I don't care. I'm not taking them right now. Not doing it. Plus 180. Let's ride. Give me the San Antonio Spurs. Yes. Guys, the Spurs haven't played a basketball game in about a week. It feels like they haven't played a game in 4 or 5 days. No one's injured. They're all healthy. The only reason they're dogs is because they're on the road. They have a better record than the Kings. The Spurs are 10-9. The Kings are 9-11. Sacramento's won 1 game in their last 7. They're not a good basketball team right now. They just aren't. De'Aaron's great. Sabonis is great. I'm going to say it. DeRozan doesn't really fit in with this team. I don't think he does. I think he messes up the flow. I don't know. The bench, not great right now. They got Jay Crowder, great. They literally, the Kings the other day posted a tweet for their starting lineup. And, starting lineup, all right, De'Aaron, I think it was, DeRozan still hurt. So it was De'Aaron, Keon Ellis, Keegan Murray, Domantas Sabonis, and then Jay Crowder. They had Jay Crowder still in a Bucks uniform. It was like literally the polar bear in Arlington, Texas. That's actually what the meme was, or the starting lineup was. He's on the bench now, Jay Crowder. Okay. Guys, we can't trust Sacramento to win basketball games. They'll have games where De'Aaron Fox scores 60 points and they still lose. So what are we doing? Give me the San Antonio Spurs. They should win this basketball game. They should do it. Again, they're healthy. Victor Wembanyama. Chris Paul gets the ball to Wemby every time Wemby wants the basketball, so they win basketball games. Give me the Spurs to go on the road and beat Sacramento. They're healthy. They've had a couple days off now. Prior to that Lakers loss, San Antonio had won 4 in a row. OKC, Utah, Golden State, Utah. Still, I don't care. Yes, they're playing Utah twice in that winning streak, but they've been able to win games. They just lose a game to the Lakers at home. Lakers have had their number recently. They should be able to go on the road in Sacramento and win. They haven't played in a while. Sacramento's played twice since San Antonio's last game. Give me the Spurs to get the job done at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California. As we go on to our final game, the nightcap, we have got the Denver Nuggets going to the Intuit Dome in Inglewood, California to take on the Los Angeles Clippers. We're taking the Nuggets, okay? The Clippers. I feel like the Clippers are a team where they went on their little run, obviously. It's a team you have a good time with, you're cashing with this squad. But then you look away and, there's just not what we thought they were, okay? But the Clippers are not what this is like a situation where, you're counting on the Clippers. They're doing well. It's a consistent force for you. And then, 18 months later, they're just not what you thought they were. That's what the Los Angeles Clippers are right now. They've lost 2 of 3. They beat the Wizards. Don't care. Wizards, anyone can lose to the Wizards. I could, 4 of you watching this video and me, we could beat the Washington Wizards right now. We would have a chance. I'm joking, but still. The Clippers we turn away and the Clippers just aren't what we thought they were. They're not. They're not what we thought they were. I think. I don't know. Again, we knew this regression was coming eventually with Los Angeles. Jokes aside, we've known this is kind of coming. I know they've only lost 2 out of 3, but how many, is Norman Powell going to continue to do what he's doing? I know he's injured right now, but down the stretch, is Norman Powell going to continue to do what he's doing? He's questionable to play. I doubt he's playing. Is James Harden going to continue to put the team on his back? I don't think we can trust that. The Nuggets, again, and on top of that, they're playing the Nuggets. Jokic is averaging 30, 13, and 11. I mean, guys, he's winning the MVP. Let's look at the odds. Who is the favorite to win NBA MVP right now? Or let's look at the ladder that the NBA posts. Jokic, Tatum, AD, Giannis, Shea. Shea should be much higher than that. That's ridiculous. But still, it's obviously Nikola Jokic right now. He's the best player in basketball. guys, they should go to Los Angeles and dominate this basketball game. They should. The Clippers have not looked good the last couple nights. They got blown out in Boston. They beat the Wizards, but everyone beats the Wizards. Shout out to Harden, 43 points. But then they lost the Timberwolves. That's when I decided, and that's when I figured out, guys. This is when I figured it out. Guys, I saw it in person. Like, I always thought, like, you know, maybe there's a chance the Clippers weren't what we thought they were. But, you know, I knew there's a chance, like, maybe, you know, there's a slight chance in my head, like, oh, I think the Clippers are what we thought they were. You know, like, maybe we can trust in the Clippers here. But then I saw it. Like, I actually saw them do what they did in Minnesota. I know they lost the game by 1 point. I'm over-exaggerating here. But still, I saw it, and you know what? Oh, the Clippers, now that I've seen it, I can't get it stuck out of my, like, I can't get this image out of my mind. No, we can't do it. We're done picking the Clippers for now. They're not banned, but just, I don't know. They're playing the Nuggets, too. They're going to lose. Give me Denver. I don't think the Clippers are what we thought they were. Without Norman Powell, especially. With Norman Powell, we'll see how the season goes. Right now, give me Denver. Give me the Denver Nuggets to go into the Intuit Dome and beat the Los Angeles Clippers. They're the best player in basketball right now, Nikola Jokic. They'll go into LA, Inglewood, and they'll cover the 2.5 points. Folks, that'll do it for our NBA predictions here on December 1st. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.